Hola, adventurers.
This is T.
And this is D.
And we made it.
Woo! 90 days, people,
We
here
made
in
it.
Costa Rica.
Yeah, we made it our first 90 days in a foreign country.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
It went so fast.
Oh, like that. I'm telling you. But here we are, 90 days in on our trip, and everything in Costa Rica was spectacular.
Absolutely. So we are here just to kind of sit down and talk to you guys and give you guys some pros and cons about being here in Costa Rica and let you hear firsthand from us of what we thought.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's immediately get into the pros.
Okay.
Right.
I would have to say the weather.
The weather was fantastic. Not too cold, not too hot, except for when you went to the beaches.
Oh, the beaches. Watch out.
Yeah, so those get really hot. Number two, I would think it'd be the Tico people here. They're so friendly and so kind.
Super friendly.
They treat us very graciously, and we had a good experience with them.
Unlike where we come from the States, everybody here greets everybody on the street as you walk by. It's so nice. Every day, hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yes.
Everybody asks everybody how they're doing. So that was a really nice.
That was a plus. Definitely a plus. The third thing I think would be the expat community. The expat community is huge here in Costa Rica. We have met
and getting
so
bigger
many
as
people.
the minutes go by. It seems like someone new is always coming. So yeah, definitely the expat community was awesome.
Right.
We met some great friends there.
Absolutely, we have from all over the world, and they were I know that they would end up being our friends throughout our lifetime.
Exactly.
The fourth thing I would say would definitely be the food here. Can we talk about the produce and the fruit? Those two things are so delicious and very, very, very cheap, you guys.
The two words that come to my mind when I think of the produce and vegetables is inexpensive, delicious.
Absolutely. The fruit, we call it liquid candy.
Yeah, you've not
so
had
good.
pineapple, so you've had pineapple from Costa Rica.
Right. And to me, even just the tomatoes alone itself, I mean, they're so ripe. All you need is some salt and pepper, you're good to go.
Oh my goodness, you can eat them just like that.
Right.
They're incredible.
Let's see, the fifth thing would be probably just the Pura Vida lifestyle, as far as like just the laid back atmosphere and just everything on a much slower pace has been just a really pleasant change for us coming from the States.
Now, it's an adjustment. When you come from the States, you're going to find just how much of a time frame mentality you are. You're going to want everything to be faster than it is here. You're going to want to accomplish things quicker. You're going to want to get answers faster. It ain't happening, folks.
Right.
Learn these two words, pura vida.
Exactly.
That's the lifestyle here. So once you wrap your mind around it and you realize, oh, okay, it's going to happen eventually, then you release
you're good to go.
It's good.
You're good to go.
It's good. And then all of a sudden, it doesn't even seem like it's that much of a slowdown. I mean, it almost seems like it's just a way of life now.
Right.
But in the beginning, can't lie, it was a bit of an adjustment.
Right. The sixth pro, I think, would be the drinkable water. The water here is so good.
Wow, it's incredible, you guys.
I'm going to tell you guys it's better than the States.
Well, one, it just doesn't have additives like fluoride and chlorine or anything like that. The water here just tastes like it's straight from a well.
Right.
I mean, just pure water. It's delicious.
So that was another thumbs up for us as far as the pros.
Because we won't experience that in other countries.
And then the seventh thing for pros is weight loss. So, I don't know how much pounds we lost.
We don't have a scale.
Maybe like 15 pounds or so.
But we have to just go by what our clothes tell us, and they're definitely a lot looser.
Exactly.
And what we attribute that is a couple of things. One, you walk everywhere.
Yeah.
You walk.
No fast foods.
No fast food.
At least where the location that we have been.
Yes. Now, we have been in the cities, the major cities of like San Jose and Liberia, and you will find, your McDonald's and your Burger Kings and things there. But here where we are in Lake Arenal, nothing. Everything is handmade, fresh that day. Everything's delicious.
Which has been a great change for us, so we're excited about that.
As a matter of fact, when we went to the big cities, we weren't even tempted to go to fast food. So we haven't had fast food since we left the States.
90 days. Wow.
Yeah, so pretty exciting.
So let's get into the cons. One of the cons for sure, I mean, you can look at it either way. I'm going to call it bug country. If you're not if you can't get into bugs, maybe Costa Rica might not be for you. I mean, this is their country. Bugs live here, and you just accept the fact that you will run into a bug. There's no way ifs, ands, and buts about it.
Got to give them a free pass.
Yes, exactly.
We're in their territory.
Exactly. So you're full of surprises of what you're going to run into here when it comes to bugs.
It is not uncommon for a nightly basis for there to be a
gecko in your house, or
and
some
it's
type
kind
of
of fun.
spider.
I mean, we've actually taken a liking to the gecko who comes into our house. You can hear him; he squeaks really loud noises, and he just kind of goes around, and what he does is he cleans up the insects that are in here. So, and he gives us a wide berth. He doesn't even want to even fool with us.
So we've totally adapted to it. So the bugs is something that, believe it or not, it doesn't even phase us anymore.
The spiders are gross.
The other thing I would say a con would be the language. However, we haven't been able to do or get around. We've been able to do everything we wanted to do. So the language has been somewhat of a barrier, but not a bad barrier at all.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, only one time, and that was when we first got here, did we struggle to get our point across. And then since then, it actually hasn't been a problem at all. And we've been all over Costa Rica since we've been here. And we've been able to speak fine with everybody. So do intend to speak some of the language to them. Don't come over here and just expect to speak English and have them, open their arms to you. But if you come over and you try and speak, learning some of the courtesies that they have here, that goes a long ways. Right. So that's a big thing.
So then the other thing would be the not having a car.
This is big, folks.
Yeah, so we were here for 90 days, and so we didn't realize that the cars were going to be so expensive. So we were kind of under the impression that everything was kind of walkable. We can get to different areas in Costa Rica, but that's not the case, folks.
Not where we were at.
You definitely need a car here in Costa Rica. The sad thing about that is it's highly expensive. So the average rate for a car is probably about $55 a day.
Right.
So that was not included in our budget.
And I don't care what kind of insurance you have back in the States. When you come here, they don't want to look at it.
Yeah.
You have to buy their insurance.
Exactly.
And it isn't cheap.
So that would be one of the other cons. The fourth con would be the Wi-Fi. You have Wi-Fi, and then it works well. If you're just used to coming from the States where you get that fast pace, think about it as the Pura Vida Wi-Fi.
I was just going to say, Pura Vida, folks.
Yeah. So, however, we've been able to do all the things we need to do with the Wi-Fi. You can watch Netflix. You can do all those things. It's just not as fast as the States.
Right. And it has a tendency to go out in the evenings. But that's because, there's generally an evening rainstorm or something like that. It goes out. It comes back within 5 minutes.
Right.
So it's not been a problem.
So then the third topic we want to hit you guys with is, did we stay on budget? Well, our budget was $1,500 a month, and so did we stay on it? No. However, we stayed on it per se when it came down to our cost of living expenses, as far as our phone and our rent and our food.
And our doing entertainment.
Yeah. What took us out of the budget was basically what we just talked about, was the rent of cars.
Right.
We didn't know that it was going to cost that much, so that was like an extra $500 or $600 a month for the cars.
And so, that kind of booted us out
so
of
that
our
kind of took
budget.
us out of our budget, but for the most part, we feel good about it. And
we're definitely living within the $1,500 budget that we set, as long as you don't incorporate a car into
it. Exactly. So then, number 6, is Costa Rica a returnability factor? Out of 1 through 10, what would you rate it?
I would say 9.
I would say a 9+.
Yeah.
Yes. Pretty close to a 10.
Pretty close to a 10.
It exceeded a lot of my expectations, and we really, really love Costa Rica. So
I would come back here in a heartbeat.
Absolutely, we would.
Lots to do, lots of beautiful environmental things, from the sunny beaches to the tropical jungles in the mountains, going to the volcanoes, waterfalls.
Wildlife.
The wildlife is incredible.
Yeah. So
I mean, just outside our apartment, you can hear howler monkeys and see the most beautiful birds, and it's just, sometimes you just have to pitch yourself and go, wow, this is right outside my door.
Right. So if you don't have Costa Rica on your list of places to go, put it on your list to come and visit.
Most definitely.
And then we got some exciting news. So our next destination is Antigua, Guatemala.
Yes.
Woo! So we will be leaving here in 2 days, and we'll be headed to Antigua, Guatemala for 60 days, you guys. So expect some film and footage of us being in Antigua, Guatemala.
We're going to see some beautiful colonial cities.
Yep.
We're going to go to
A few ruins. And you know what? We're
there.
not even going to tell you all what we're going to do because we're going to let the film speak for it.
Well, there you go, I guess.
Yeah, so sit back and enjoy, and hopefully you guys will continue to follow us. And thank you so much for those individuals that gives us thumbs up and likes our pages.
Yeah, we really appreciate the support, you guys.
Yes, absolutely. So anyway, hopefully we'll have some guest visitors. I know we have one person coming, but I'm not going to tell you who it is.
But you'll see it in a film one day.
Right. All right, you guys.
Well, thanks for listening and following along. And as always, it's never too late to follow your dreams.
Bye, you guys.